everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the new DC Comics Multiverse Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice 6-inch unmasked Batman figure from Mattel. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style of packaging we've seen with all the Multiverse figures. You've got the red box with the black highlights. You've got the Batman vs. Superman logo up at the very top since this is a movie figure. And then you've got the DC Comics Multiverse logo, the figure clearly displayed in the window box packaging, and then down below an image of the character and the name. On the side, you again have an image of the character, and then on the back, we have a look at the Collect and Connect grapple gun and the figure itself. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging. Now, technically, this figure is listed as a variant for the first Batman figure that they released in this line from the Dawn of Justice movie. Same figure, just a different head and a little bit different with the paint applications. So the figure comes with an accessory for the grapple gun, and very similar to the Batman variant with the heat vision that we looked at last week. It's basically a grapple, and then instead of getting translucent type plastic for the shooting grapple, they've given us a black rope. So what you do is you just plug the grapple into the tip here, and then you would plug this end into the barrel of the gun, and it looks like the rope is shooting out of the gun. Besides that, we also get the mask, and this is basically the main thing that makes this a variant figure. So we get the maskless head, and then we get this rubber mask. Now the mask does actually fit over the head, though it looks pretty silly. It looks, oversized and everything to actually fit on the head. So I wouldn't recommend displaying your figure like this, but technically the mask does fit over the head. And the mask is just done with that kind of rubber type material, and it's got a slit down the back so it opens up a bit. So this figure is, again, exactly the same figure that we got with the first figure in this line, only a different head. I can't really say that the head sculpt looks like Ben Affleck. It does look a little bit like Sad Affleck, like we saw in that parody video that went viral a few weeks ago, but really does not look anything like the actual actor. He does have a 5 o'clock shadow here on his chin, which is not too bad looking, and then his hair, he's got some hair pieces that kind of come down on his forehead. But again, this really to me looks nothing like Ben Affleck, and he looks very sad. The rest of the figure is pretty much the same. The colors are a little bit darker gray. The blacks are obviously the same, and the golds are pretty much the same. So really it's just a darker gray that they used on this variant version than they did on the first version. Now, unfortunately, the head really doesn't pop off. It's not a standard ball joint. You can actually see, I don't know how well you'll see it on camera, but there's actually, you can see a white plastic tubing. So I don't know how these are connected exactly, but they're not ball joints, and they're not really meant to be able to remove the heads. It would have been cool if it was a head you could just pop off so that you could put it like, I think the maskless head would work better with this Nightmare Batman than the regular Batman. So it would have been cool if you could kind of switch the heads, but as it is, the head on this maskless figure is not meant to be removed. So the figure stands about 6 1/4 inches tall, and here's a comparison with the other Multiverse Dawn of Justice Batman figures. So this variant Batman is about the same height as the regular Batman, and then the Nightmare Batman is a little bit taller, followed by the Armored Batman, which is the tallest of the bunch. Articulation on this figure is the same as the regular Batman figure. The head, you can look left and right. You don't have much in the way of up and down movement, maybe a little bit. You can pivot the head a little bit to the left and right, but not a whole lot. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so you can get it all out all the way, and you've got pretty good rotation there at the shoulder. Does have a bicep swivel, single hinged elbow, so you can bend his elbow about that much. Has the swivels at the wrist, but no hinges. Does have an ab crunch type joint, so he can crunch down about that much, and he can look back a little bit. Also has a waist swivel. Legs are attached with those side hinge joints, so can do the splits good. Can get the leg forward about that much, and can do the leg back about that much. Has a thigh swivel right above the knee, single hinge knee, so can bend his knee about that much, and then has hinges on the feet, so good up and down movement, but no ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I would say, if you're looking for just a Batman figure without the mask, then it might be worth checking this one out. But if you're looking for something that actually looks like Ben Affleck, then this is a definite pass, I would say. To me, the face sculpt just looks nothing like Ben Affleck. The figure is out now. It's a variant. It's not really an exclusive because it's available at multiple retailers that sell the Multiverse line. I found mine at Toys R Us. They had a large number of them. And again, I think you can get it at other places like Target and Walmart as well. So we'll have a full gallery of images up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.